What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today on Madden 21, and we're doing another speed rebuild. Of course, if you don't know what a speed rebuild is, we get a set number of time or minutes to rebuild a team based on their overall. Now, the Eagles are an interesting team because they do have a lot of like key kind of good pieces. However, a lot of those guys they didn't really play super well, but more importantly, they are on the aging side, and after last season's kind of, I mean, they did have injury problems, but underwhelming finish. A lot of their players did go down in overall, so they're not as good as, you would necessarily think. I mean, look at this, like past the front four. It's looking pretty rough outside of Slay, who actually had a really good season. There's a lot of pieces to replace. Wide receiver, probably, well, I mean, in a speed rebuild setting, definitely quarterback, but even in real life, some of the things I've seen from Jalen Hurts, not super excited about. So, there's a lot of pieces to fix. And I don't know how we did in the past. I thought once you hit 80, you only get 9 minutes, but that's really stupid. You might as well just make it where 80 or less is the basis, and then any higher you lose a minute. So this is going to be a 10-minute speed rebuild where the first thing we are going to be looking for is probably a wide receiver, because once again, I want to use the picks that we probably have on the most important positions first. Quarterback, I think we can just rock with Jalen Hurts at worst, but these wide receivers, there's got to be something better than just Devontae. Probably keep Devontae, but maybe trade him off. We'll see. But overall, I mean, I suppose there's not much more to it. We'll get into it, and hopefully I have some players in mind. I have the positions in mind. I just don't know what players. Oh, can't do that. 3, 2, 1, and go. So first things first. Probably should be a quarterback, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go for the lineman first. And Joe Tooney, who I believe his name is one of the... Ooh, could we get both? I mean, not for a third-round pick, but third and a second would be kind of sick to get both. We could actually potentially get both here, which is a little surprising, honestly. Boston Scott for the finisher. Nice! I'm actually really surprised. Got to keep that one in the old repertoire. That probably costed us more than it was worth, but, a second and a third for two guys that each would have went for a first apiece, as we literally know, because, Orlando literally went for a first. Wyatt Teller, second round alone, was not even close. I'm really surprised we got those two, just looking at that trade right there. Of course, the Eagles, who need linemen, or linebackers, be very interesting to see him trade that. What about, like, Zeitler? It'd be nice to just knock out the line right here. I don't even know if they need this many pieces, but it would be nice to just finish the line right now. Oh, do they not have Zeitler anymore? Did they just straight up release him? Where is he? This is bad. Shaq. Oh, this is bad. Is there anyone else? I'm trying to think of maybe Norwell. Yes, I get it. You said Norwell multiple times. It's an old fella, so maybe a 2/5 and a 4th? A 5th, 4th, and a position they're looking for? No. That's desperation right there. And they do not want it. A third round next year, which if you compare the trade we just made, is probably not fair for us. Do you just take it, please? Be able to finish the entire offensive line here. Suamalo, that's his name, not Suafilo. Oh, man. A 4th next year, please. We're not wasting that much time, but there we go. So, O-line's done, but because the O-line's done, we should make sure that we don't have any way we can get rid of Landon Starerson. Landon Starerson. Let's see if we can get anything for here. Oh, who was that? The Panthers? I thought there was a green team. Am I blind? Steelers are a green team. Steelers and the Colts. DeForest Buckner. Marlon Mack is probably not worth it. DeForest Buckner is a pretty good player. DT isn't necessarily the biggest need around here, but we could probably trade someone off and keep Buckner. Nah, it's just not worth it. Just go for Darius Leonard. If we have to give up a first for him, I think I will. Linebacker is a pretty big need. There we go. So, debatably too much to trade with. We could use a wide receiver a little bit more than that, but it is what it is. Any value at all? Greg Ward, I know they kind of like around here. Any wide receivers? Oh, what about like Tyler Boyd? We never gave Tyler Boyd a shot, and he's not actually that bad. He's definitely one of the reasons why people were like, why did they not go for the lineman, right? I think that's a fair assessment. Flacco, damn it, Flacco. You have literally no value. Ertz, I mean, that's unfortunate, right? Like, that's just... Come on. Damn, dude. I can't take Chase because he's only a normal dev here. So it wouldn't really be fair on me. Or on them, I suppose. Oh, damn, dude. This is not good. Cole Beasley. Let's go for Cole Beasley. That should be a straight up. There we go. So Cole Beasley, a little bit of a cheese move, but I suppose he doesn't really add that much to the team. You know, he's a slot receiver. He's a high overall, but he is a slot type guy. Realistically, though, we should try to make a play for a quarterback that's even halfway decent. Is there any value? Matt Ryan, maybe. It is a pretty big upgrade to get Matt, so would I be willing to give up a first? I suppose. Oh, you can't be. You gotta be joking me with that one. You've gotta be kidding me. I'm not giving him a second-round pick when it's that close. There's got to be somebody here. Strong safety. Andrew Adams. I don't know why they would want him, but sure. McLeod. Take it. Damn it, dude. Like, all the time we're losing just in general because it was that close. You know, like, just give us the finishing move. Hargrave. I mean, I need some of these pieces. There you go. There we go. So it costed us a first round, but we got Matt Ryan. That's a win. Could use a better running back, but I'm not going to worry about it now. Ertz. We kept Landon, so we can get rid of Landon now. Derek Barnett, I'd rather just not have at all than for him to be here. Like, that's kind of rude to say, but it's also not wrong. Shaquille Griffin seems obtainable. We could definitely use a better corner. Maddox, Barnett, and really, I thought that would have been enough. Shaquille's decent, but he's not like, you know, he's not that good to where he's like, oh, here, I need this, this, and this, you know? Not that he's the one anyways, but what's the time looking like? 4 minutes. Oh, my. I had the time covered up. Oh, really, dude? I mean, I think I'm just happy with the corners we have at this point then if they're gonna play hardball with me. D-line's pretty set. We could use one more linebacker, though. They would actually take... Well, now... Actually, you know, like I said, I think corner is actually fine. This is probably an overtrade. Oh, it's not. That's a win. I mean, I'll take the linebackers. I'll take the linebacker upgrade. Still do have that second-round pick on top of it. Miles Sanders is good enough. I think Miles Sanders is good enough. Don't know if the wide receivers are, though. It's probably cheese using Devontae Smith Superstar as a platform to get a better wide receiver. But I will say, it doesn't even seem like people want him, so never mind. I feel bad now that I even put him on the list. So we need, I mean, we could just use Milton Williams, but we did weaken our D-line. I can admit to that. You know, our team is... We did some things that weren't, you know, the greatest moves in the world, but, you know, something somewhere. Could go for, like, Trey Flowers. Come on, there's got to be somebody better here that we can work with. Maybe Sweat. Nah, Sweat sucks in Sim anyways. Where's that one guy? Oh, damn it, what's his name? Frank Clark's actually pretty good in Sim. I'm not going to say any more than that. Obvious overtrade, but it's something. I mean, we only got 2 minutes left and some other things to do. Yeah, that was an overtrade. What the hell? Don't necessarily need Eric Wilson, so if he's tradable, I'll get rid of him. Vikings, huh? Any chance at Pierce? I think we're kind of just stuck on, like, at best, we're going to get, like, an 85 overall old guy. Patrick Peterson, Dalvin Tomlinson, huh? Man, we are running out of time. I'm just kind of panicking at this point. I don't know who the hell to grab. Did we end up getting that corner? No. Probably a little bit of an overtrade, but Juan Thornhill is very versatile. We could go for, you know, a new safety or a new corner now, which I think we should go for the safety because Cloud just ain't going to do it for me. And he's not going to do it for anyone else in the league. I'm trying to think of a team that could use a safety. We could just kind of like brute force it. Like I'd imagine if we just traded this for Kareem, they would take it because Kareem's old. 5th round pick maybe. There you go, baby. What's this team's punter kicker looking like? What in the world? Who's the guy? The Rams have a pretty good punter, I suppose. And by suppose, I mean like literally the best punter. Although I think did they get rid of him in real life? I almost always forget about kicker punter, but this time I'm not. Let's go to the crap. What's that team called? The Ravens. That's the one. Tucker. Get some kicker punter action going. They do get Elliott anyways, so that's fine. Any other position? Man, we really did not upgrade wide receiver at all. Is there anything? Who's a good wide receiver? Curtis Samuel? No shot, dude. Oh! So you can just kind of brute force it at times, right? Like it just like breaks the game. Well, I mean, that's a win. We still have Ertz, though. I don't know who Hightower is, but I'd rather get rid of him. Grab Landon, maybe a DT. Crap, what team was it? Texans, they don't got no damn DT. Justin Reed, I should have went for King. Oh, we got Reed, though. Okay, I mean, we did panic a bit at the end, and by a bit, I mean a lot. Well, we'll fix some things up and see what we can do. I've just learned that we have too many offensive linemen. One of you want to play DT? All right, so not a bad team. We got 5 overalls up on the squad. Offensively, we've improved quite a bit, mainly because the quarterback position has been improved, but also we did fill the missing gaps on the offensive line. A bit of a waste having Norwell, though. I just, for whatever reason, didn't think about it. Maybe it was because Brooks was injured. I think it had something to do with Brooks just not being in the starting lineup, because I'm almost certain it was just Kelsey and Johnson that were showing up, or there was only 2 superstars showing up there, and I just forgot. As far as receivers go, it's an interesting squad because there's no guy really built, you know, like physically for the number 1 role. You know, Devontae's the tallest one there, but he's really thin. And then Samuel, he's not super tall. He's also thin. And Cole Beasley is just really small in general. So I think this lineup makes the most sense. 1, 2, 3. Sanders is going to just still be the number 1 running back, which, of course, he's kind of built for it. So we'll allow it. And then Goddard, the starting tight end. Defensively, didn't change too much, but I suppose this team is better than just the front 4. We technically made them worse, though, by making the DT really bad, the number 2 DT really bad, and then Frank Clark, technically, as far as real life goes, isn't much of an upgrade over Barnett, but in Madden, Frank Clark has been known to do some magical things, so we'll see what happens there, but if it costs us a number 2 DT to gain 3 starting linebackers, I know Anthony Harris is a little small for a linebacker, but, you know, his overall is fine, so I'm not going to argue it. And then really good safeties with Kareem Jackson, number 2, and Maddox actually playing the number 3 spot. I think it's a worthy trade-off, and then obviously special teamers are god tier, so this is definitely an improved squad, but let's see what happens. Headed to the playoffs, are we in them? We are, and we are. Now, here's the thing. This game, I gotta tell you, it has gotta be the worst simulation game ever. You have us losing to the 0-8, the 0-8 Giants, but then we face the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay and win 42-0. In what universe, just in general, is Green Bay losing 42-0 at home? I don't care who they're playing. They're going to put up 3. They're going to put up 6. They're going to put up 9. Something. They're going to put up something. 42-0 in the cold. Sure, yeah, sure. But you lose to the 0-8 Giants, right? That makes a lot of sense. I don't even know what to tell you. But guess what? We're in the playoffs. Deal with it. Matt Ryan crushed it, yet we only went 10-6. I mean, look at this season. Matt Ryan, 4,414 yards, 43 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Miles Sanders definitely let us down a bit here. Curtis Samuel did not. Cole Beasley, not bad. Goddard, not bad. Devontae, I mean, a little disappointing considering he was the number 2. His yards per catch were pretty rough, to be honest, comparatively. You know, he has way more big play potential than Beasley, but I guess not. O-line, one of the best blocking O-lines I've seen in Sim ever. We actually had one of the linemen not give up a single sack, which is just never happens for us. Defensively, a couple of guys over 100 tackles, sack totals, Fletcher Cox. Frank! We've been over this, Frank. We've been over this, Frank. You're supposed to make me look good here, Frank. Let's see if there's the other guy, Uchenna Nwosu. To be fair, he probably didn't play because, nah, he may have played. I don't know, but some of the names that you would look for in, you know, the underrated names. Darius Leonard, actually, with 8.5, even though he's a coverage guy. I guess, to be fair, he is kind of like a hybrid type, but I'm pretty sure I only put him in coverage. Darius Slay, really solid stuff. Justin Tucker, not bad. Hecker, not bad. Kick return, punt return game, pretty average stuff. Maybe an MVP? No. Number 3. Where's where's Jalen Hurts? Let's be honest. Let's not lie to ourselves. Jalen Hurts. Offensive Player of the Year, though. Matt Ryan. Melvin Ingram. Defensive Player of the Year. Fields Rookie of the Year. Brooks Rookie of the Year. Matt Ryan, the best quarterback. Surprisingly, Miles Sanders, number 6 on the best running backs. It must be a really bad year for running backs, because if that's number 6... Surprised with our Eddie Lacy sim we did the other day that he wouldn't have gotten a couple of higher ranks than 7. Curtis Samuel with the number 1 wide receiver award. O-line, surely would have had a couple. Only 2? It's a little surprising. D-line, Fletcher Cox. Linebacker, we had the 2 guys we traded for. Best DB, Slade does win it. So definitely a successful one, right? I mean, can the Eagles make the playoffs this upcoming season? Yeah, I wouldn't put them as the favorites even in their own division to make the playoffs, but yeah, they could, but I don't see them going 10-6. There's too many questions there. The roster's not filled out, and the offensive line just seems like they're somehow regressing. Which, I mean, I suppose they're getting older, so it makes sense. Somehow isn't really fair, but they're a very good offensive line unit. They just don't play well for some reason right now. We have the quarterback battle of consistency. The consistency quarterback battle here. But the guys have been kind of not really done it in the clutch necessarily. So who is going to be the most clutch in this one? As so far, it looks like it's Matt Ryan. Obviously a little bit better of a roster. I will say the Minnesota Vikings are actually pretty damn talented. So it's kind of an unfair statement, as Philadelphia needs to just hold on, and they do more than that. They get the dagger touchdown, beating the Minnesota Vikings in the snow by 9. Look at Matt Ryan put up some numbers, doubling the effort of Kirk Cousins. And even Sanders had a better game than Dalvin Cook, which is not a common sight to see. Jefferson got outperformed by Devontae Smith. So did he by Curtis Samuel. Just a really damn good team, beating another really damn good team. Really good stuff. Head to the divisional. Who are we going to face? It is the Saints. Not an easy team to beat, but we are a higher overall, so I suppose we've got as good of a chance as anyone in the NFC at this point. Of course, it would have really been nice to see some snow in this one. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's not technically a bonus for running in the snow, but teams tend to just run better, and I would imagine the Saints' run game is probably better, so you know, I'm just gonna be happy that it's the way it is. 13-10, a very close game so far, and that is a massive touchdown before half. Can the Eagles turn it around, though? They can. It is all tied up with possession. Up 7 in the 4th here, tied up. Throws a pick. Matt Ryan, we were just talking about the anti-clutch. You can't get out-clutched by Jameis Winston, but that is exactly what might happen here. The clock is ticking away. I can't accept defeat. If they don't get the field goal. Oh! They don't need a field goal. There's a plane going through, which ruins everything. Thank you. Miles Sanders with a 36-yard rushing touchdown to win the game. Wow. That is actually insane. Of course, Matt Ryan gets outperformed by Jameis Winston, as you would expect. Miles Sanders is a really good game, obviously. Outperforms Kamara, which you would obviously expect too. Devontae playing really well in the postseason. Got to give him that. And I don't know what it is with the small... Wow, nice pass rush from this team. I don't know what it is with the small wide receivers, but the smaller wide receivers are just dominating in the postseason for some reason. All right, for the conference championship, the toughest team you could probably face, besides us at this point, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Very stacked squad, best offense going, defense got some electrifying speed, lots of talent, high effort. It is not an easy squad to beat, and it is the first game we will not be playing at home, which is a little surprising to be honest. A 10-6 team is good, but not great, right? So a little surprised that this is actually our first matchup, going away, going on the road. 10-13. It's a closer battle than it seemed, but 10-20 once again, facing a similar situation as last week. Tampa is looking like they're a little bit better equipped for it, though, as they are still holding on. But Philly has a chance. You got to get a stop. 4th and 2, there's no chance. I don't care who you got. You're just not taking that risk. Of course, they do in this situation, and it works out for them, but there's no shot in hell. You have a chance to put the lead up by basically a touchdown, right? 6 points. You force them to drive down for a touchdown. You have a really good defense you believe in that has held pretty damn well throughout, and they got to drive the length of the field in like a minute and a half with one timeout. There's no way you're going for that. Of course, in this universe, they are. That was their one emphasis this year was, the AI is going to go for it more. So they're going to obviously force that. It's not going to be smart decision go for it. It's going to be the predictable decision go for it. And I'm almost certain it was a run, right? It was a run. You just run stuff up the middle and you stop them dead because that's how predictable it is. But it's sim. The game has its ways. The Eagles getting to the championship round is obviously a win. Could have looked at the Pro Bowlers, but honestly, I don't care. Chiefs versus Buccaneers rematch. And the Chiefs win it this time. Of course, this would not really be the rematch. This would actually just be the real-life Super Bowl, ironically enough. But the Chiefs actually win it. Regardless, though, we built ourselves a really sick roster. Obviously, a very good team. Some repeat players, but some others that aren't. Defensively, I think we probably could have done more for the team still. But Darius Leonard, Miles Jack both go up in dev, balling out there. So happy with the result. Would have been nice to see a Super Bowl win, as it's been a few now that we've run dry on. But overall, still a good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, Pkr Plays, and let me know in the comment section below what team you would like to see next. I think Bears could be on my list. There's a couple of teams still, that we haven't done an actual rebuild for in a while, and then just in general haven't done a speed rebuild for. Should be a stream on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr around 10 or so tonight, Central Standard Time. So be there or don't, because I might not be there. With the way I sell, you just never know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video, but until next video, see ya!